Hey, what's up you guys? It's Dorothy and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below what you want to see in the future. Click that subscribe button and turn on my post notifications. That way you get notified every single time we go into whatever chapter of whatever book we are on. In today's video, we were going to go into chapter 34 of Good Girl, Bad Blood by Holly Jackson. So let's get right into it. This video may contain sensitive topics and foul language. If you do not wish to continue, please click off of the video now. You have been warned. Let's get right into it. Friday, 7 days missing, chapter 34. Pip's alarm went off for school. Chirping from her bedside table, she yawned, sticking one foot outside the duvet. Then she remembered that she was suspended, so she tucked that foot back inside and leaned over to snooze the alarm. But even though one sleepy eye, she saw the message waiting on her phone received 7 minutes ago from Nat De Silva. "Hi, it's Nat. I need to show you something. It's about Jamie." About Layla Mead? Her eyes hadn't even unstuck yet, but Pip sat up and kicked off the duvet. Her jeans were still damp from last night as she pulled them on with a long-sleeved white t-shirt from the top of the laundry basket. It probably had one more use in it. She was just fighting a brush through her rain-tangled hair when her mom came in to say goodbye for work. "I'm taking Josh to school now," she said. "Okay." Pip winced at the brush caught in the knot. "Have a good day. We need to have a real conversation this weekend about what's going on with you." Her mom's eyes were stern, but her voice was trying to not be. "I know you're under a lot of pressure, but we agreed that it wouldn't happen this time." "No pressure, not anymore," Pip said, the knot coming loose. "And I'm sorry about getting suspended." She wasn't, not one bit, and deserved it as far as she was concerned, but if that's what her mom needed to hear to leave it alone, then lying it was. Her mom had the best intentions, Pip knew, but right now, the best intentions would only get in the way. "That's okay, sweetie," her mom said. "I know the verdict must have hit you hard and everything that with Jamie Reynolds. Maybe it's best if you stay home today. Get some studying done, some more reality." "Okay, I'll try." Pip waited, listening at her bedroom door to the sounds of her mom telling Joshua to put his shoes on the correct feet and ushering him outside. The car engine, wheels on the drive. She gave them a 3-minute head start, and then she left. Nat's face appeared in the crack, her eyes swollen, white hair pushed back and broken up by visible finger tracks. "Oh, it's you," she said, pulling the door fully open. "I got your message," Pip said, her chest constricting as she met Nat's eyes. "Yeah," Nat stepped back. You should come in." She beckoned Pip over the threshold before closing the door and leading her down the corridor to the kitchen. The farthest Pip had ever been invited inside this house. Nat took a seat at the small kitchen table, gesturing for Pip to take the one opposite. She did, sitting awkwardly at its very edge, waiting, the air thickening between them. Nat cleared her throat, rubbed one eye. "My brother told me something this morning. He said Max Hastings' house was vandalized last night and someone painted rapist across his door." "Oh, really?" said Pip, swallowing hard. "Yeah, but apparently they don't know who it was. Don't have any witnesses or anything." "Oh, that's a shame," Pip coughed. Nat looked pointedly at her, something different, something new in her eyes, and Pip knew that she knew. Then something else happened. Nat reached out across the table and took Pip's hand, held onto it. "And I saw you upload that audio file," she said, her hand shifting around inside Pip's. "It's already getting a lot of attention, huh? You're probably going to get in trouble for that, aren't you?" "Probably," said Pip. "I know how that feels," Nat said. "The anger, like you just want to set fire to the world and watch it burn?" "Something like that." Nat tightened her grip on Pip's hand, and then she let it go, drawing hers back flat against the table. "I think we're alike, you and me. I didn't before. I wanted to hate you so badly. I really did. I used to hate Andy Bell that much. For a while, it felt like the only thing I had. And you know why I wanted to hate you so much? Apart from being a pain in the ass," she tapped her fingers. "I listened to your podcast and it made me not hate Andy quite so much anymore. In fact, I felt sorry for her, so I hated you even harder instead. But I think I've been hating the wrong people all along." She sniffed with a tiny smile. "You're okay," she said. "Thanks," Pip said, Nat smiling, passing to her and then out the open window. "And you were right," Nat picked at her fingernails. "About Luke, your boyfriend? Not anymore. Not that he knows it yet." She laughed, but there was no joy in it. "What was I right about?" "What you noticed when you asked where we were the night Jamie went missing. Luke said he was home all night, alone." Nat paused. "He was lying. You were right." "Did you ask him where he was?" asked Pip. "No. Luke doesn't like to be asked questions." Nat shifted in her chair, "But after Jamie never showed up and was and was ignoring my calls, I went over to Luke's house to see him. He wasn't there, and his car was gone. What time was that? Around midnight. Then I went back home. So you don't know where Luke was? Pip leaned forward, elbows on the table. I do now. Nat withdrew one of her hands to pull out her phone, laying it on the table. Last night, I was thinking about what you said yesterday, that maybe Luke had something to do with Jamie's disappearance. So I looked through his phone while he was asleep, went through his texts. He's been talking to a girl. She laughed again, small and hollow. Her name is Layla Mead. Pip felt the name creeping along her skin, climbing up her spine, jumping rung to rung. You said Jamie's been talking to her too, Nat said. I stayed up till 4 listening to your 2 episodes. You don't know who Layla is, but Luke does. She ran her fingers through her hair. That's where he was that night of Jamie's disappearance, meeting Layla. Really? That's what his messages say. They've been talking for several weeks. I scrolled back and read every message. Looks like they met on Tinder. So that's great for me. And the messages are, explicit. Also great for me, but they hadn't met yet, not until last Friday night. Here, she unlocked her phone, thumbing on the photos app. I took 2 screenshots and then sent them to my phone. I was already thinking of showing you because, you came back, so I didn't have to be alone. And when I heard about Max's house, that's when I decided to message you. Here. She put the phone into Pip's waiting hands. Pip's eyes trailed down the first screenshot. Luke's messages on the right and the blue boxes. Layla's on the left in the gray. I've been thinking about you. Yeah, I've been thinking about you too. Nothing good, I hope. You know me. I'd like to. I don't want to wait anymore. Want to meet tonight? Alright, where? Parking lot in Lodge Park. Pip's breath stuttered as Layla's last message. The parking lot at Lodge Park. Her search party team had walked through that parking lot on Wednesday. It fell inside their zone. She glanced up quickly at Nat before swiping to the second screenshot. A parking lot? I won't be wearing much. When? Come now. Then 10 minutes later at 11:58 p.m. Are you coming? Almost there. And then much later at 12:41 a.m. from Luke. What the fuck? I'm going to kill you. Pip's eyes shot up to Nat's. I know, she said, nodding. No more messages from either of them after that. But he knows who Layla is, and you think she had something to do with Jamie? Yeah, I do, Pip said, sliding Nat's phone back across the table. I think she had everything to do with Jamie. I need you to find him, Nat said, and there was a quiver to her lip. Now that wasn't there before, a sheen of her dried-out eyes. Jamie, he's really important to me, and I just need him to be okay. It was Pip who reached across the table now, taking Nat's hand in hers, her thumb hovering above the sharp ridges of Nat's knuckles. I'm trying, she said. That's the end of chapter 34. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!